Hello, everyone. It's me, Monica Hayes, coming to you from the Goddess Touch Wellness Center, and beginning my first blog tonight. So I'm excited about that, and looking forward to just getting to know you, or you getting to know me, I guess, better as we go, and let you kind of get to see me and hear me and know a little bit more about the thoughts going on in my head and yeah, all the kind of crazy things I think about each day. And hopefully you can find some inspiration from them. Um, I know that since I've been on my path, my spiritual path, um, since I was about 15 or 16 years old, I've needed to go to other people through books and through watching interviews, watching documentaries, to get fresh ideas, to get fresh inspiration on my journey, and to give me different perspectives when I needed them, um, so that I wouldn't get stuck in my own, sometimes my own ways of thinking. I had the urge to keep expanding, and and of course look for the things that I was resonating with as I went. But yeah, it was important that I just kept feeding myself new oxygen and new perspective. So I'm just hoping to be that for you as we go. I'm hoping to give you some new perspective and my little piece of the puzzle. So thank you for listening and for believing that I have something of value to share with you. That means a lot. So I thought tonight we could talk about truth as our first topic, the first blog, because it's really relevant to blogs and to seeking information, because I want to remind us that when you're listening for information, when you're looking for this new inspiration, that it's always good to look at everything through a bit of a filter, um, meaning to make sure that it's resonating with you, that it's making sense to you. And then you can kind of maybe feel it experientially as you go on your path. To just be sure that it feels real, feels right, and that you're not just accepting blindly what someone else is saying. So yeah, I thought that was just a perfect topic for tonight in dealing with blogs and in dealing with seeking and looking for answers. So I'm here to share with you my answers, and I think I've gathered a few by now because I've been seeking on my own path, like I said, since I was 15, and I'm now 29. So I've gotten, some pieces of my puzzle put together by now, and I think now it's time for me to start sharing because this information is overflowing in me and it needs somewhere to go. So I really appreciate you being that outlet for me and just taking in what you want to take in from it. That's all. So I was inspired to talk about truth tonight, kind of based on my nickname. I was going to introduce myself by my nickname, Satya, which a friend of mine, a beautiful friend of mine named Karma, gave to me. And I'm honored that she would think of me as Satya because it means truth in Sanskrit. And I just want to honor that. I think I'm going to go by that from now on in my blogs. But I wanted to talk a little bit about Satya in general and what that means. And for me, it means trying to live each day by my highest ideals. So it means I know that there are parts of me that are not of the highest nature, that are not attuned to the highest frequencies out there. So I know that each day I'm making a decision to go with my ego, the part that wants to fulfill my maybe selfish desires, the part that wants to respond in reaction, angry reaction to someone, hurting my egoic identity. These are choices that I'm making. I can do that. I can be in traffic and I can yell back at someone who cut me off. Or I can try to stay centered, as we call it in yoga. Come to our center and try to remain calm no matter what's happening around you. And remember that nothing can attack your identity. You are a powerful, amazing being, and nothing can take that away from you, especially not someone attempting to cut you off in traffic or call you names. They are attempting to get at your egoic nature that would get offended by that. But you don't have to take that. You don't have to listen. You don't have to let that be absorbed by you. Okay, you can just remember, just take a moment in those situations and breathe and just let them, and just remember, okay, who are they attacking here? Is it really me that they're attacking? Do these names that they're calling me belong to me? And I'm sure if you really sit and think about it, you'll realize, no, they don't belong to you at all. They're projections of that other person. And at your core, you are love and you are light. And so it's important to remember that. And when you do, you can come from that place. You can actually be love and light to others. So that's what I think of as truth. It's not just facts or statistics or this happened, so that's the truth. Yeah, that's an element. But I think of, when I say truth, I'm talking about a higher ideal. I'm talking about coming from your highest self and living from your highest integrity in any situation. Keeping your word. Being transparent, which is really hard for many of us, to just be vulnerable and to just be ourselves. So I just really want to encourage that we at least try to do that we try to strip away the layers that separate ourselves from others, and that part of us that thinks we have to project a certain image to gain other people's love and affection. Because once we can do that and come back to our integrity and know that we are always of value, that we always belong to the human family no matter what. We cannot separate ourselves if we tried from this tribe that we belong to. So maybe just remembering that, you can come back to this place of integrity and know that at least no matter what you're doing, you're living from your highest ideal, from your highest truth, and you can be proud of that. So those are just some thoughts I had today around the subject of truth. I'm about to start a yoga class. I'm going to be signing off tonight. But I just thank you so much for tuning in and listening to the beautiful ramblings of my mind and allowing me again this outlet. Hopefully you were inspired in some way. And I thank you so much and wish you peace and a beautiful rest of your evening. Namaste.